on the most basic level, what is woke to you and why is it wrong?
Well, in many ways, I wrote the book on this a few years ago, so I better be able to define it, right? So, being woke in neutral terms means that there are invisible societal injustices based on race, gender, and sexual orientation, and that we should correct those invisible societal injustices by taking the people who are in the oppressed category and making them enjoy conditions of equity with those who are in the oppressor category. That's basically what it means to be woke. People on the left, people on the right, nobody can disagree with that definition. That's what proponents of this movement say. The reason I'm against it is that it calls on us to see one another based on the color of our skin, based on our genetic attributes. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley of the Squad summed this up well when she said, "We don't want any more brown faces that don't want to be a brown voice." Think about that. I don't fit her description of what counts as a brown voice. But here's the thing, when your race goes from being about your skin color to being about the content of the ideas you're allowed to have, then any disagreement with those ideas makes you a racist. And that's what contributes to this culture of free speech suppression, this culture of fear that's spreading across our country like wildfire. And I truly believe that most of us in this country actually do share the basic principles in common. Free speech, meritocracy, self-governance, rule of law. Most Americans, I truly believe, think these things are true. I think most people watching this probably bet their neighbors and their classmates and their colleagues at work believe these things too, but they don't feel free to talk about it anymore. And that's what's created this artificial division. So we're calling the bluff of division in this campaign. We're calling that bluff and saying, you know what, if we're going to talk openly again, what we're going to discover is that most people in this country, we may not agree on corporate tax rates, fine, debate that stuff. But on the basic rules of the road, on the basic principles, yes, we are united as one nation. E pluribus unum, from many one, we mean it, and it still is true. We just have to start talking openly again. And that's why I've made it really our distinctive aspect of this campaign is speaking the hard truths, the things that you're not supposed to say about climate change, about transgenderism, about racial wokeism. I'm speaking that truth, not just to create controversy, far from it, to actually deliver national unity by demonstrating through example that it's okay to talk openly and you're free to disagree with me in return. And that's part of what it means to be American.